products and services that this company offers. All right? Okay? But there's no information on the website, though, about the product. Okay? All right. Yeah. But that is what we're buying, though. And every person that makes a purchase, they do have access to the downloadable products. It's a personal purchase. And the purchase is made from person to person. So the person, for instance, that you're instructed to send your monies to, they're actually being credited with selling you that product. Even though we do not physically have to send a person a product, like in other types of companies. That's another thing I appreciate about theater. See, in other MLMs, normally, not in all cases, but normally you have to buy the product first with your money, and then you have to resell it to somebody. That's how you make your money. So the company is making their money from you, and then you go out and make your money from the consumer. That's how most network marketing companies work. Okay? Or you have a situation where you're given a website that a person can go make a purchase on. The money goes to the company directly, and then the company will cut you a check for a percentage of what the product costs. That's another scenario. Okay? But here, you are actually purchasing your product directly from an individual that's above you in the matrix. It may be someone you don't even know. Whoever you fell below in the matrix, you are sending that person your payment, and they are getting 100% of that payment. It's not being divided up amongst anybody at all. The company's not even taking out. I mean, I wouldn't even have a problem with Beta Matrix if the admin took a percentage of each payment. I would expect that. I mean, the company's got to get paid some kind of way. I mean, they are the ones that created this system. I mean, that website has got to be costing somebody something to manage it and to update it, and the servers and the hosting fees and all that kind of good stuff. But we're not being asked to pay anything at all. Okay? So again, we're basically independent contractors. We're all independent contractors here. And that's why, for instance, when a person makes their payment, they're being instructed to choose goods and services. Hold on 1 second, folks. 1 second. Okay, so anyway, Brian, I hope that helps in some way.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Thank you. Was there any other questions? I like to say this at the beginning of this call. This is going to be a relatively brief call tonight, but I have some other matters that I have to attend to. But we have these calls like 7 days a week for now. There's 7 days, so you don't have to wonder if there's going to be a call, because people have been texting me today asking me if there's going to be a call. And until you hear otherwise, the answer is yes. Someone will be here to answer your guest questions. And these calls were primarily designed for guests. We do have a training call every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time that's specifically for participants, where we deal with questions and issues that participants might be having. We do training. I give you marketing ideas and tips and what have you like that. But that normally takes place on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? Now, if you are a participant, I mean, you don't have to wait for a call like this one to get your questions answered. I mean, we have so many active people. We have an active Facebook support group where you can be getting your questions answered 24/7 pretty much. You just go into the group and post your question. Someone will respond to your question, okay? Or if you want to contact somebody and speak with someone on the phone, you can still do that through the Facebook group. Just send a message to whoever you would like to connect with. It might be Steve Oldenback. It might be Sharon. It might be Soup. It might be me. Whoever speak about the fact that he's advertising on Craigslist. Well, if you would like to know more about how to advertise on Craigslist, well, contact Steve Bowmanback. You just heard him say he advertises on Craigslist. So, he's in the Facebook group. Just send Steve a message saying, Steve, I'd like to know more about that Craigslist advertising. Steve is the kind of guy that if you ask him for help, he doesn't care who enrolled you. He doesn't care who introduced you to this business. Steve will bend over backwards to help you. That's the kind of people we have in our organization. We don't care who enrolled you. We don't care who introduced you to the business. If you need help, we are here to help. But what we won't do is allow people to waste our time. Just spin our wheels. I mean, if you're really serious about the business, then we're serious about helping you to be successful. But if you're not really serious about doing your part, like I had one person who sent me a text message. Hey, Steve, I haven't gotten any spillover yet. Why haven't I gotten spillover? See, people like that, I don't have any tolerance. I really don't. That's someone who's looking to get something for nothing. They're waiting for someone else to do their work for them. So I will not discuss spillover with you, because spillover is not guaranteed. There's no guarantee that you're going to get spillover, meaning people falling in below you from above. That's no guarantee that's going to happen. Is it happening? Yes, it's happening. It's happening a lot. So a lot of people, like the young lady who signed up with me tonight, right? She fell down on my fourth tier. Because my first tier is filled, my second tier is filled, and my third tier is filled. So anyone that I personally introduce at this point, they're going to fall down on my fourth tier. So what does that mean? That means they might fall in, that person might fall in under you if you were in before they were. So that means they're going to send their first payment to you. And then they're going to send their second payment to the person above that. The third payment to the person above that. I'm not going to get paid until they're ready to make their fourth payment. I'm the one that introduced them, though. So I'm not going to get paid until they're ready to make their fourth payment, which is okay with me. I don't have an issue with that. But the point is, that's called spillover. But there's no guarantee that's going to happen for you. So I tell people, if you're expecting to earn the kind of money we're talking about, $5,000 in 30 days, $100,000 in 60 days, expect to be proactive. If that's the kind of numbers you want to hit, but those numbers are definitely possible. There's many of us, not just me. There's many people in our organization, many, that's on target to hit 100,000 in their first 60 days. And how do I know that? And folks, again, the queue is open for questions. You don't gotta sit there just listening to me ramble. But no one else is sitting in the queue. No one is asking any questions. But the queue is open. You must press *6 if you want to ask a question, if you want to make a comment, if you want to give a testimonial. Just hit *6 on your telephone. That's all you have to do. I'm only delivering. I can hear you now, Steve. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just was wondering if you knew who a fellow named Daryl was.
Do I know a fellow named Daryl?
Yeah.
I know several people named Daryl. I don't know which Daryl you're referring to.
Well, I don't know.
Why do you ask?
Well, because the jail. When I was on the call the other night, I got a call from another city, and this gentleman, Paul, had contacted me on Facebook, and his sponsor was Daryl. I don't know Daryl who, but he was listening to your recorded call, and he was really impressed. He thought Howard the Steve on the recorded call, but I said, no, that's not me. And so I was just, he did enjoy my approach, though, and anything I explained to him, and he just really wanted to be able to shoot the breeze with somebody about this, but this guy had like 5,000 people on his Facebook friends.
Wow.
So
Really?
I think he's going to be pretty good for the scene. Yeah.
That's great. That's phenomenal. So he basically approached you on Facebook, but he was introduced by someone else.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. I probably do know who you're referring to. I mean, you can direct him to me if you want to. I don't know. I mean, like I said, folks, any of us you can reach out to. If you need, it doesn't matter who introduced you. We want you to enroll with that person. Yes. I mean, if somebody contacts me about Feeder Matrix, I'm going to ask them, how did you find out about Feeder Matrix? They say, well, this guy Steve Bolenbach, he sent me his link. I'm going to say, oh, that's great. Yeah, I know Steve. He's a great guy. He's a phenomenal human being. He's one of the best in the world. So what I recommend you do is sign up using Steve Bolenbach's link. I'm not going to try to take that person away from Steve. We just don't operate like that. Okay? Go to Steve's link, sign up with Steve. I'll still work with you. I don't mind. I'll still work with you. I'll still help you. But I want Steve to get credit for you signing up, because it was through Steve that you learned about Feeder Matrix. See, that's how we operate, though. I don't know what other organization you might have been a part of before, but we are definitely a different breed. So let me call in this next person that's sitting in the queue. Steve, I gotta kind of bump you out of the queue momentarily. Give me a second.
Okay.
We have somebody sitting in the queue. I just need to get to that person. I'm going to get ready to wrap this call up in the next 10 minutes, because I have something else I got to attend to. But again, folks, if you need us, just reach out to us. Send us a text message, send us an email, whatever. Welcome, 909.
Welcome. Yeah, this is Tyrone, California. Really, I don't necessarily have a question. I just want to pretty much give a testimony of, this opportunity that I've, actually been approached with, which I am grateful for. Everything in life happens for a reason, so I feel like I'm put here for a reason. Nothing happens just because. You have to work this business just like any other job. Nothing just comes to you. So I just really, respect everybody that's actually looking for something better, in their future. So I really appreciate you in these calls. I really appreciate all you guys that are just backing each other, the positivity. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling to have that. And I really appreciate you guys for that.
And what is your name? I'm sorry. I got cut off for a second. I couldn't hear you when you were introducing yourself. Who's that speaking?
My name is Tyrone from California.
Tyrone from California. Welcome to the family, Tyrone. It's a pleasure and a joy to have you on board with us. It really is.
That's pretty much it for me.
Well, thank you for that, Tyrone. And who invited you, Tyrone?
Bridget.
Oh, Bridget, my girl Bridget, fantastic, beautiful human being. I just met Bridget recently myself. Incredible human being. And I understand that Bridget is really looking forward to putting together a conference call for individuals on the West Coast at a different time. I think she wants to do it. She said 9:30 the other night. I think she meant to say 12:30 Eastern, which would be 9:30 Pacific time. I think that's probably what Bridget meant to say. So I think she wants to put a call together similar to this one, but that's a better time. Because like 9:30 our time is 6:30 you guys' time, right?
Correct. Yeah, and I'm totally, with that. As far as, building a business, you have to be able to, have conference calls like this to actually get people interacted, keep them motivated. So,
sure.
I like calls like this.
Absolutely. We're one of the few. Like I said, I've been in this industry for a very long time. Over 30 years of my life, I've been involved in this industry full time since 1992. But most conference calls that you get on, where people are talking about their business, it's usually one-sided. You're usually hearing a presenter present the information, but you don't really get an opportunity to give any feedback. Most are afraid to do that, though. They're afraid to open it up because you might get hecklers. Or people say, oh, this crap don't work. Oh, that sounds like a pyramid scheme. Blah, blah, blah. You're afraid to open your call. People might be having negative experiences and whatnot. But see, we want it to be interactive. We want it to be a two-way communication. You see, we want guests to come on this call and feel comfortable enough to ask a question so that they can make an intelligent decision as to whether or not to take advantage of this opportunity or not. We want them to know that we're real. We're not just here trying to con them, trying to get their money. You know, we're real people. We got families. We got bills just like you got bills.
Right.
You know, we all want similar things out of life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, one thing I wanted to mention to everybody on the call. I was speaking to one of my other business partners, Willie Hanna, out of Philly. And we're both associated with the travel industry. So my wife, you know, she has her own travel agency and everything. And he and I were in a travel network marketing company at one time. We're not with that company any longer. But one of the things we did in that company, though, that really helped solidify us as an organization of people, we used to go on a lot of trips together. We went on a lot of cruises and excursions together. And it really helped us to bond as a company and as a community of people. So what me and Willie was discussing was put together a feeder matrix cruise. So I'm just kind of putting that out there to you guys, and I talked to my lady about it already, and she's going to start looking at some packages. Because in the next couple of months, some of you on this call that's really taking this thing seriously, I mean, you're going to be earning a great deal of money. We have people on our team, for instance, that's in our organization. I mean, within their first week, 2 weeks in this, they were having $100 days, $200 days, where they were earning like $100, $200 in one day. And they've never experienced that before in anything they've ever been in before. I mean, I've had experiences like that before, but the mass majority of people in this industry, they have never experienced like that before. They might have had $100 month or a $200 month, but not a $200 day or a $500 day. We have members that's in Feeder Matrix in our group that's having $600 days. That's how much they cancel. And we haven't even been in a full month yet, and it's already starting to happen. So we're going to have more and more and more incidences like this. So we're putting together a cruise. We're not going to do it this year, because we want to give people time, you know, to start really getting some of their bills paid off and stuff like that, and start saving a little bit of money, get an emergency fund built. We want to have training with different, financial service members that's on our team, where they can teach us how to protect our assets and, get ourselves properly structured to lower our tax liabilities and stuff like that. We're going to have calls like that one as well. I'm just kind of preparing you guys for some things right now. So it's not just about making money. It's about saving, keeping, protecting your assets, that sort of thing. So we're going to do things like that as an organization of people. But we also want to have some fun. So we'll schedule something for, like, let's say 2015, like a cruise or something along those lines. 2015. And we'll have other things like that going on where we can, see, this company, Feeder Matrix, it's not like other network marketing companies where the company is hosting events, like conferences and conventions and stuff like that. Feeder Matrix is not designed that way. But we, as an organization of people, if we decide we want to put together an event, then we can do that. So we'll put together committees of people on our team that have experience with doing things like that, putting together events, fun stuff, have training sessions, breakout sessions, where you're learning different aspects of business, recruiting, sponsoring, training, whatever. We'll have different things to it. I'm just kind of putting that out there to you guys. We have plan for this group. You see, so whatever area of expertise you may want to offer to our team, then we welcome that. Okay? So on that note, since there's no one else that has any questions, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up this call. Okay? So last call for anyone that wants to give a quick testimonial, wants to make a statement, feel free to do so at this time, because we're wrapping up in the next 5 minutes. We'll be done with the call.
Hello, Steve?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, this is Bridget from California.
Hey, Bridget, Tyrone, we're just talking about you. Welcome.
I know, and Tyrone, man, it's such a blessing because me and Ty, we go way back, and we've been trying to do it for a pretty long time, but we always stick together, and I know we're going to go big places. I wanted to make one correction that you stated. I am putting together a West Coast call, and I know Tyrone will be one of my right-hand men with the call, but you said that I was going to do a similar call. I'm going to copy you guys to the T on my call. Not going to be similar. Only thing is, it might have a little different voice, but I'm following it. I'm duplicating it. I'm not coming in and changing anything, but yes, for everyone that is in Cali or on the West Coast or has family, absolutely, I'm going to do a call at 9:30. You guys do it 9:30 p.m. East Coast, so I'm going to do it 9:30 p.m. California. So that people are already lying down, they've already had their dinner, their workouts, and all of that. God will be up and running next week.
Great. Wonderful. Beautiful.
I will be reaching out to you guys, though, because I have no clue how to do this conference and work it, and I've been studying it and practicing, but I will reach out.
Oh, absolutely, and we'll definitely help you in every way that we possibly can. And I'm sure there's going to be those of us even on the East Coast that's going to jump on your call from time to time. So once you have the details, let me know, and we can post it in the Facebook group. I'll even send out an email blast, a text message blast, so that the members I'm attached to will know about your call as well, okay?
Okay, and it'll be early next week, because like I said, I'm going to grind on that all weekend. So definitely just wanted to come on and say that. And just like Tyrone said, thank you so much, because in businesses like this, or any business, just the person that invited you, which, you know, they call upline. To me, upline is very important, and I work like you guys in all of my other business. I am always at the disposal of, you know, people that want to be in my networking group. I enrolled one today at out of Kentucky. So yeah, it's moving, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm very grateful because it's the cheapest one I ever did.
Yes. Okay. The least expensive, but it has so much potential.
Yeah, my last gig, I know that this is going to redeem everything because it was horrible. So yeah, I'm excited.
Indeed. Well, thank you for that, Bridget. Really do appreciate it.
Q&A session is over.
I do have to close out the call. If there was anyone else, I do apologize, but I'm going to open up the call. I'm going to
Muted.
Everybody say good night. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Golden Back. Thank you, everyone that's spoken on the call. Appreciate you being on the call. You have a wonderful and blessed week, everybody.
Thank you, Steve. Nice, Emma.
More than welcome. Thank you, guys. Love you guys.
Bye.
You too. Thank you so much. Blessings to you as well. You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Take care. Have a good weekend, y'all. See you next time.
Bye.